Perspective now on how this will impact the war and what it all means. Michael Bociurkiw is a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council and a former spokesperson for the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. He's actually joining us now from a key Ukrainian port of Odessa. Michael, it's great to see you. First off, I just want to get your reaction to this conscription announcement. It is a routine announcement, but what's different this time is the fact that the maximum age has gone up to 30 from 27, correct?
Yes, correct. Good to be with you, Amara. And, everything that's happening with this conscription drama is pointing to signs of a very, very desperate Vladimir Putin. And when the war started in 2022, the conscription target was 134,000. Now, as you pointed out, it's 150,000, and they've lowered the age. The other thing they've done is they've also made it easier for authorities to get a hold of people to either draft them or send them conscription notices. And also the penalties for avoiding the draft are very, very severe. Everything from taking away your driver's license to freezing you out of bank loans to preventing you from leaving the country. Now, parents of those who are conscripted are very, very worried because there are credible reports that a lot of these young men have actually been sent to the front lines to Ukraine, even though they're not supposed to dig trenches, foxholes. There were even reportedly conscripted men on that ship, the Moskva, that Ukraine blasted away early in the war. So there you have it.
Yeah, of course. And what are your thoughts on the timing of this announcement, given that Ukraine is in such a vulnerable position right now with, it being desperate for more U.S. aid and foreign aid in general?
Yeah, sure. Well, according to the UK Ministry of Defense, Russia has lost about 355,000 men since the start of the war. That's an average about 1,000 a day. I think there are two factors at play here, Amara. One is that terrorist attack in Moscow. I think Vladimir Putin is using it to not only clamp down on internal dissent, but also to get more mobilization for the war. The big fear here is that their next target will be the second biggest city in Ukraine, Kharkiv, possible encirclement of that big city in addition to all the bombing that's been happening, and they'll try to take that. That would be a huge, huge loss for Ukraine.
What is daily life like for those in Ukraine? I mean, you're all the way out in southwestern Ukraine, and you're still getting bombarded there.
Amara, it's like this. We used to go to bed here in Odessa fearing for what the night will bring from drone and missile attacks. Now we wake up every day fearing for what the daily nightmare, the daytime nightmare will be from similar attacks. We're now getting pounded day and night. And also in the mix of drones and missiles, there are these very hypersonic or supersonic missiles that hardly trigger the alarms because they travel so quickly. I was just in Kiev, and you can really sense a change in the mood of people. They're getting worn down. They're not getting enough sleep. People are working from their homes to avoid the alarms, the run for the shelters. And I'm also sensing, it's sad to say, Amara, but some of the best and brightest here are slowly leaving. It's like almost death by 1,000 cuts. So sad to watch up closely.
Well, on that note, in terms of the Ukrainian people, obviously morale must be taking a hit, especially when they know that their troops' artillery weapons are running low. They're still waiting for aid. Do you expect on the personnel side, the Ukrainian military personnel, could they potentially counter this boost by Russia with its conscription to also, increase the number of people on the front lines?
Yeah, well, there's talk of a mobilization here in Ukraine, although it's being tied up in Parliament by a lot of amendments by the ruling party as servant of the people. So it's a very, very sensitive topic here in Ukraine. People know. You just have to go to the cemetery nearby me, and people know how much the losses have been on the Ukrainian side. What are the Ukrainian people asking for is that 61 billion tied up in the U.S. Congress right now, more air defense systems to protect cities like Odessa. Because one more thing, you've got to realize that where I'm sitting right now, this is a crucial cog in the global food supply chain. The West should be throwing everything it has right now to protect the Western Black Sea so grain and sunflower oil can get out to Africa and other Western ports.
No, it really is a desperate situation, and it's really good to have you there on the ground to give us that firsthand account of what's happening, what the people are telling you. Michael Bociurkiw, great to see you, and all the best to you. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
Still to come.